My dear friend, the President of Bulgaria, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Vice President of the European Parliament, dear friends. Mr. President, I was deeply moved by your words. Permit me to say a personal remark. When I met you for the first time, I thought, what a great combination. A president who is young in his age and became already a hope for all ages, for all of us. Your presence and personality is very meaningful and deep to us. I really want to thank you for your words and for your sentiment and for your thoughts. Like you, I remember that 70 years ago, in April 1943, the Bulgarian people saved the Jewish people, most of them. It was a rare combination of the church, of the unions, of simple people. It was unique in Europe. No other country, no other people has shown this sort of courage that the Bulgarian people did. I remember also that 70 years ago, in 1943, there was an opposite experience. We have had one of our most wonderful community in Saloniki, and all of them were exterminated. Nobody was saved. So I think about it very much. And since then, I met the Bulgarian Jewish people that Bulgaria has saved, and they have came to live in Israel. May I tell you, all Israelis fall in love with the Bulgarian Jewish people and the Bulgarian people. Rarely do you see people which on one hand is very modest, almost quiet. On the other hand, is very heroic, unbelievably so. Silently heroic, deeply modest, and otherwise a great example what courage and humanity can be. I want to thank your people, the priests, the union leaders, the simple people in the streets who took the risk, because it was a risk, to save the Jewish community, most of them in Bulgaria. It's a rare example in history and precious contribution to the state of Israel, a state which is made of people who remain alive after the Nazi Holocaust, who spent 2,000 years in exile, who suffered tremendously, but never lost neither our commitment to the moral call, nor our hope for a better world. I think we are gathering here today not just to appreciate history and to emphasize heroism. We meet here today for our children, to tell them, no matter how dark a situation can be, no matter how wild a people can become, no matter how terrible a Holocaust can be, we did not lose hope. And we carry on not only the terrible bitterness of extermination, but the shining example of a mixture of heroism and courage, thinking heroically and acting bravely together. It is a homage to Bulgaria. It is a homage to Europe. I know that Bulgaria is going through an economic crisis, better an economic crisis than a historic shame. Better troubles economically than death in wars or in camps, in gas camps. It's a great lesson. You know, we try to teach our children how to be educated people, how to be doctors and engineers. But first of all, we have to teach them how great it is to be an honest man, a courageous person. How important it is to understand that of all choices in life, the choice which is moral is the wisest one and the most important one. That can be never forgotten and doesn't carry any regrets or sorrow. I'm glad that this occasion is taking place in the European Parliament. You know, I know many people are criticizing Europe and saying the Union is not perfect and the crisis is worrying. All those people compare Europe to what they would like to see in a perfect way. They forget to compare Europe with the actual past that Europe has experienced in 1,000 years. 1,000 years of bloodshed, of hatred, of suspicion, of impatience, of killing each other. And now, even the present situation is not perfect. It is right. It is the best alternative. It's worth living for it. It's worth fighting for it. It's worth teaching it to posterity. And if I have to leave something to my children, the one thing I would like them to feel, that I try to be an honest man, that I try to be a man of peace, that I tried, and I'm trying, to remember that all of us are equals, that everybody was born in the image of the Lord, and the Lord was wise enough not to permit any of us to become a Lord. We were born equal to live as equals. We were born peaceful to live in peace. And nobody is superior, and nobody is privileged, and everybody has the right, to the best he can, to contribute as much as he may. So today, it's an occasion to thank Bulgaria, not just as a state, not just as a group of leaders, but a collection of people that daily, quietly, courageously took the risk to save the life of another people and pay the price. It is a moving occasion. You know, we put on a face as though we are realistic people, pragmatic people. It's not true. Of all the parts of our body, still the heart is the most sensitive one. Still, the feelings are the greatest treasure, and still a moral choice is the wisest one we can experience. Thank you very much. For enabling us to have this moving occasion.